Roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's got room. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. They had trouble stopping the run last week at a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack on 1st down, Lawrence. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Got it. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Going quickly out to the right side. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Lance now on 1st down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Cowboys at 7-4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Here's Lance to throw it. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Lance looking to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. When going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Here we go, here we go. Hey, Alpha.
On first down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you can move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. "35 yards that time on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie. And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives, and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
On second down, it's Taylor. There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his third. It's Roger McCreary with a pick, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Patterson's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lavonte David. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Lawrence will throw. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Now, look at me. Go. On the ball.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Play action. It's Lawrence. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Patterson's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop them with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Calvin Austin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready, break.
Now Lawrence on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. He's got room at the 30, down to the 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything. And now here is another interception. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
They go play action with Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Lance. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Stopped short of the 25, but that 2nd effort got him a couple extra. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Lance. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Always got some breathing room. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Lance. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. He tried to do it himself but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
On play action, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
And Lance now to throw.
And he's got Pierce. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Touchdown! Chigakakwo. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Uses the stiff arm. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They go to the ground again to Taylor, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chandler Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
And Lance going to throw.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Lawrence.
His throw incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence. He'll spot Eskridge open left side.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
A final shot now from Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Dallas, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.
I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best.